You're listening to WTIM, your information station, and it's time now for your expanded local news. Pana Elementary School is set for the start of another academic year after just getting settled into their new building. Now, administration is looking at how to better utilize their space and possibly bringing about more collaboration between the district's three schools. This week, teachers and staff will resume operations for their first official day of the school year on Wednesday, August 13th. This evening, we'll also see students of all grade levels flood the hallways for their Meet the Teacher night. Adam Metzger, principal of Pana Elementary School, shares about his staff's first day back and what that will look like.
And we had a really good summer of kind of focusing on next steps for this upcoming school year. Last year was quite the whirlwind with getting in a new building and all that comes of that, even though, it's a beautiful thing, but it's also a chaotic thing. So we have staff tomorrow that'll be in. Well, the whole district starts at the junior high in the auditorium, and we go through some, district things. We get to hear from the school board president. We get to hear from, our superintendent, Mrs. Miller. We, get to meet new staff members, things of that nature. Then we'll come back for a building meeting. So kind of make sure everyone's on the same page. There are a couple things with, we'll have Sandy Polly, our district nurse, will, present some, CPR things that staff should know, AED presentation, things like that. And then the teachers get to kind of work in their room the rest of the day because we have Meet the Teacher night.
Once the teachers and staff wrap up beginning of the year duties, they'll get to see their newest batch of students and families. Meet the Teacher night will be held on Wednesday, August 13th from 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m.
That Meet the Teacher night is tomorrow night at the elementary school. It's from 5 to 6:30. And, that's just a great time to bring in those supplies. You have your backpack. You get to meet the teacher. You get to meet maybe other staff members that you interact with. Also a good time, to meet Mrs. Matthews, our assistant principal, and I will answer any questions. But maybe most importantly, to take all those pictures, right? I know that first day you want to take those pictures, and most people do at their house, which is great. But unfortunately, we're not able to pause the drop-off line to take pictures up front. And so with 515 kids trying to get in the door, we've got to keep that going. But yeah, it's a great time. Last year we had so many people taking pictures because you're not going to have your backpack the first day if you bring it to Meet the Teacher night, right? So it actually works out pretty well on that end.
Metzger discusses arrival and dismissal at Pana Elementary School this year. Now that end-of-day school pickup has been optimized, Metzger says an additional 15 minutes of instruction time daily will be the biggest benefit to those changes that were made.
A couple positive changes. Number one is that our dismissal times have been pushed back 15 minutes. So we've gained 15 minutes of instructional time. And that's a credit to our staff and how smooth the arrival and dismissal process went last year. We were dismissing all the kids within minutes from school, which is definitely a positive from our staff. So everything has moved back 15 minutes. Kindergarten will dismiss at 3, first grade at 3:05, and then everyone else at 3:10. We've changed up a little bit. The buses in the morning will go through Panther Drive. So basically they'll go through our parking lot instead of kind of navigating behind the junior high and high school. So if you're a parent, right, and you've done this before, you're going to say, oh, that's nice. I think people will like that. And then we also got rid of our cones and we painted lines. So I think those changes will be applauded.
Additionally, Metzger tells that Pana Elementary School is once again fully staffed at the start of the school year. He talks some other improvements being made under his lead, including consistent expectations.
Some other things that we've done, I mentioned the 15 additional instructional minutes. That's huge. That's a whole phonics lesson, right? That's half of a science lesson. That's a whole station of math or reading additionally that we can put into the day. So I'm excited there. We have created some consistent expectations in all sorts of different areas in the building. So hallway, bathroom, recess, cafeteria, bus waiting line. Just using that same verbiage throughout, having the signs displayed, I think is going to go a long way. Just further fine-tuning, getting everybody on the same page, speaking the same thing, kids hearing and doing the same exact thing. So I'm excited
Find out more
for that
about
as
Pana
well.
Elementary School at panaschools.com. Adam Metzger appeared as a guest on the WTIM Pana Morning Show. The Taylorville Kiwanis Club heard from the program director at the Christian County YMCA at their Tuesday noon meeting at the Moose Lodge. Tanner Jones shared with Kiwanis members that numbers for many of the WISE programs have increased in the past 12 months due to the recent capital campaign enabling the Y to remodel and refurbish much of the facility.
Just with being able to, it's just a better environment in there. It used to be kind of dark and gloomy, and I'm not trying to hate on the old gym, it was here a long time, but it used to be a little dark and gloomy, and, the concrete at times could be a little uneven. So I think the improvement on that gym was one of the biggest things we've done. And it totally increased with, our teen center and grade school numbers went back up this year, not like they used to be, but the kids really they want to come out and they want to shoot hoops. That's what a lot of kids, that's what we all did when we were young too. So that has not changed in the kids nowadays. So I think that the gym was definitely the biggest improvement for kids in Crete.
56 children participated in this summer's day camp, while spring soccer saw 215 kids enroll. Fall soccer already has 90 children registered, and the recent back-to-school fair, co-sponsored with Taylorville Memorial Hospital, enabled nearly 200 children to receive backpacks and other services on site. Jones added that the teen center and grade school parties at the Christian County YMCA will be revamping and ramping up this fall, with the new gym helping program numbers. Jones reminded Kiwanis members that the pool at the Y will be closed for repairs on August 24th through September 7th. The Taylorville Kiwanis Club is part of a global organization of volunteers dedicated to improving the world one child and one community at a time. Weekly meetings are held Tuesdays at noon at the Taylorville Moose Lodge. For more information on the club, go to TaylorvilleKiwanis.com. Hospital Sisters Health System, better known as HSHS, is launching a new online tool to connect patients and residents with community support services. It's called HSHS Community Connect, and it offers a searchable database of free or reduced cost resources like food pantries, housing assistance, medical care, baby items, transportation, and more. The goal is to help address the social factors that impact health, like homelessness and food insecurity, as well as financial hardship. Kim Luz Mobley, the System Executive Director of Community Health, says the tool is part of HSHS's ongoing mission to improve community wellness, regardless of the patient's ability to pay. The launch follows a 2024 Community Health Needs Assessment, which identified key challenges in the communities HSHS serves across Illinois. The online database is available now at hshs.org/connect or through the My HSHS portal. For more information, visit them again at their website. This will conclude the first portion of your expanded local news, and it's brought to you by Taylorville Community Credit Union.
Hi, this is Will Perkins with Taylorville Community Credit Union. When you become a member of TCCU, you become an owner and have access to our great loan rates, earn great dividends on our deposit accounts, have access to our full range of financial products, and will receive personal attention from people you know. Membership is open to anyone who lives or works in Christian, Montgomery, and Shelby County. We are conveniently located in Taylorville, Hillsboro, Litchfield, and Pana. You can also visit us online at www.tccu.org. Come join us. You'll wonder why you waited. Member NCUA.
Pizza Man of Pana owner Mike Foster, also a board member of the Christian County CEO program, hosted about 50 people Monday night for the annual orientation meeting. The CEO, or Creating Entrepreneurial Opportunities program, is for county high school seniors, teaching them business and networking skills. Foster told Regional Radio News after the meeting that he shared with the gathering about failures and successes of running a business.
Well, I want them to understand that as scary as it is to start your own business or to think about starting your own business, it can also be exciting because even though you will most likely have more failures than you will successes, you will learn more from your failures and be able to learn better from them and be able to move forward than you would if you had a success right away. Most successful business people will tell you that they failed many times or they start off flat broke before they ever really finally was able to make it right, make it to be able to achieve their goals. And I want them to understand that you're going to have a lot of challenges, many you will never ever foresee. But just hold on, keep working hard, keep moving forward, and learn from what you do and what does work and what doesn't work. And you will be successful. You will be successful. But you can't give up.
He told the CEO meeting his personal story and also shared it with regional radio news.
Well, I started out here in 1989, 18 years old as a delivery driver. I had worked every day of the week but Thursdays. Thursdays were my only days off. It was almost a year before I ever had my first Friday or Saturday off. It felt like a great weekend finally. And there was many years where I had to work my way up through the ladder to finally get to where I'm at now. And I had a lot of things happen in the last 5 years since I've owned Pizza Man. And I've probably made more bad decisions than I've made good, but I've always tried to find something good about that bad decision or something that's bad that's happened and made myself learn from that decision to be able to move forward. I don't take bad decisions or bad things as a negative. I use them as a positive so that way we continuing to move forward. And this fall, we're going to start a remodeling of the store, and I can't wait for it to be finished by December 15th, our 40th anniversary. I'm going to be so excited to show this to everyone, all of our customers.
Find out more on the Christian County CEO program online at christiancountyceo.com. Following another strong month in fund balances, Comptroller Susana A. Mendoza is ordering the prepayment of state pension payments in August. Total payments in August will be $1.336 billion to the 5 retirement systems, which include $428 million in prepayments, or nearly 50% more than their usual payment. This comes after the Comptroller's office prepaid 100% more in prepayments in July. These early payments allow the state's 5 pension systems to keep more money in their investment portfolios and earn more in returns. Last month's prepayment is estimated to produce an extra $20 million for retiree pension funds, and this month's 50% prepayment is expected to generate another $5 million. Comptroller Mendoza first began using this cash management tool in July of 2024. Under new rules, she sought to better manage state finances. She says that this boosts investment opportunities for the state's retirement systems and gives her office flexibility to address other state bills that do need to be paid. For more information, visit illinoiscomptroller.gov. University of Illinois College of Agriculture, Consumer, and Environmental Sciences, or ACES, Dean's Herman Bellero, is pleased with the enrollment numbers as the new academic year begins. The fall semester begins on August 25th. Illinois Farm Bureau Nutrient Stewardship Field Days continue around the state this month. One is planned for Thursday in Cook County. says IFB Environmental Program Manager Bina Pegg. Another field day is set for August 19th in Marshall County, and there are separate field days on August 21st in Wayne and Washington counties. For more information, visit ilfb.org/field days. This will conclude the second portion of your expanded local news, and it's brought to you by CNB Bank and Trust.
Looking for more from your checking account? With CNB's Premium and Gateway Checking, get buzzing benefits packed with perks that pay. Protect your phone with cell phone coverage. Save big on prescriptions, eye care, and hearing services with health savings. And shield your identity with ID Theft Aid, plus 24/7 roadside assistance and access over 400,000 discounts from local shops to national brands. Switch to CNB Premium or Gateway Checking today. Download the Buzzing app and start saving. Visit cnbil.com or stop by your local CNB branch. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Moving now to obituaries, which can be found at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com and are brought to you by Sutton Memorial Home.
This is Chad Sparks. When you lose a loved one, your choice for making final arrangements should be with the compassionate family at Sutton Memorial Homes. They know the death of a loved one is difficult. Austin and Evan at Sutton's and the entire staff have devoted themselves to loving and caring for those in their community in their time of need. You can trust Sutton Memorial Homes to assist your family in making final arrangements that will be a tribute to your loved one. Sutton Memorial Homes, caring is what they do best.
64-year-old Dean McConnell of Taylorville died on August 9th. Visitation is August 15th from 4 p.m. until 7 p.m. at Sutton Memorial Home in Taylorville. Private interment will be made at a later date. Funeral arrangements are being handled by Sutton Memorial Home in Taylorville. '73-year-old Barbara L. Peterwright died on August 8th. Visitation is August 16th from 12 p.m. until 1 p.m. at Schaefer Perfetti and Asali Funeral Home in Taylorville. A celebration of life will then be on August 16th at 1 p.m. at Schaefer Perfetti and Asali Funeral Home in Taylorville. Funeral arrangements are being handled by Schaefer Perfetti and Asali Funeral Home in Taylorville. Kenneth William Bettler of Taylorville died on August 9th. Visitation is August 13th, or today, from 10:30 a.m. until 12 p.m. at First United Methodist Church in Taylorville. Funeral service will be August 13th at 12 p.m. at First United Methodist Church in Taylorville. Burial will be at Oak Hill Cemetery. Funeral arrangements are being handled by McClure Funeral Home and Cremation Services in Taylorville. 71-year-old Gerald or Jerry Cocaine of Taylorville died on August 7th. Cremation rights have been accorded, and a celebration of life will be on August 16th from 3 to 6 p.m. at the Pillars Event Center. Funeral arrangements are being handled by McClure Funeral Home and Cremation Services in Taylorville. And 78-year-old Joseph Henry Halbert of Dwight, Illinois, formerly of Kincaid, died on July 9th. Visitation is August 16th from 1 p.m. until 4 p.m. at Reeves Funeral Home in Gardner, Illinois. Cremation rights have been accorded, and funeral arrangements are being handled by Reeves, Fruland, and Baskerville Funeral Home in Gardner, Illinois. Get details on these and other local news stories at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com, or you can continue to hear them every hour on WTIM. WTIM is your only local news radio.